General, retired lieutenant. Vopinzira Ziyambi Ziyambi, vopinza Ziyambi Ziyambi pake chaipo panofanira kukwana. Akumanaka, Vanopabuda here. Right. So there's a statement that has been issued by retired General Winston Sigauke Mapranga. Right now, the statement goes like this. They are crowning Ziyambi Ziyambi, the Justice Minister, the very custodian of constitutional impartiality, as the best cabinet performer. And for what? For leading the charge to entrench one man in power beyond the constitutional limits set by the people of this republic. I have lived long enough to recognize this script. Africa has seen it before. The Congo lived it and bled for it. So, Zimbabwe, General vari kuti ndine experience neupenyu. I have been alive for a very long time. This is a retired general. So he have been there for a long time. And kana uri general, uri leader wema soldiers. You know politics a lot. You know leaders a lot. You know patterns. You look at Africa. They had to learn politics and understand even true power. How are we going to govern our country? They know my mistakes akaitika kuna na Congo sezvavataura. They know kuti zviri kuitwa naZiyambi Ziyambi ari kutora power rose orisa maoko emunhu one. Boys. Right. So regai tiende kumberi nezviri kutaurwa na general. Cast your mind back to Mobutu Sese Seko. Before the dictator was fully enthroned, before the terror became impossible to ignore, there were men in suits, ministers, party functionaries, legal craftsmen who were celebrated, rewarded, and elevated for doing exactly what Ziyambi Ziyambi is doing today. They bent their offices, they twisted their professional mandates, they clothed naked ambition in the language of patriotism and constitutional process. They clothed naked ambition in the language of patriotism and constitutional process. Deja vu. Isn't this exactly what's happening right now? Vakumana achikudza kuti tokuda kuti mareason grade 1 hanzi tokuda kuti mufeso yapedze basa raakashanda hanzi yakabigwa nguva necovid. So kune dzimwe nyika koso kumapresident kwaakabva kwakusina hakuna kuitika covid. COVID isn't it part of problems that a president faces? Every president, every leader in every place, when problems arise, they face them. Dealing with COVID was also work. Waitoshanda pa mnangagwa panguva yecovid yayo zoti moda kutudza kwanzi akamiswa basa sei iye waitoshanda achitsvaga mishonga kuna China mamask machichichi waitoshanda wakatoita basa rake handiti hanzi nyika inovakwa nevenhu yes but tose tiri vene kuri kwai one man ni vana vake ndo vavene siyai mafanis regai tinde mberi nezvataugwa nageneral. They were the front runners of Mobutu's permanence project, and history did not forget them. History did not forgive them. The Congolese people certainly did not. The justice minister of any sovereign republic holds a sacred trust. His office is not a partisan instrument. It is not a campaign headquarters. It is not a prize to be deployed in the service of a single man's political survival. The moment a justice minister becomes the most enthusiastic foot soldier of a life president's project, he has ceased to be a minister of justice. He has become a minister of manipulation. So Kurunzi, Ziyambi Ziyambi, the minister of manipulation, zvaari kuita zviri wrong, according to the retired General Winston Sigauke Mapranga, right? What Ziyambi has done, and what those who celebrate him are applauding is a betrayal of the office, a betrayal of the constitution, and a betrayal of every Zimbabwean who believed that 2017 marked a genuine rupture from the politics of perpetual incumbency. Congolese history does not belong only to the Congo. It belongs to every African nation that refuses to learn from it. We are watching, we remember, and we will not be silent. Lieutenant General Retired Winston Sigauke Mapranga. Vapedza General. Zimbabwe munoona it's like kana munhu wava, if you are making money in life, and then uri position of power, it's like a dream. Unongochifeel like, you know what, man, handidi kubva panapa. And apa wakuda kuzama kuinfluenza vamwevo vakatopinda honestly in parliament who have intentions to build Zimbabwe, handiti wakuda kuvatengesera iwo idea yekuti guys, togona kutongokuwedzerai 2 years muri muparliament, handiti. And it's a very enticing idea. It's something zokuti ma-MP edu anogona kunyengereka. But guys, remember, muri in position of power, which is the most corrupting position. Like, position of power, it can easily corrupt you. But one thing is that sometimes people are able to establish kingdoms, are able to establish dynasties. And sezvuzama kuda kuitwa nana Mnangagwa kuti tikudzosa Mutapa state and stuff. And then if you look at the structure of what Mutapa state was, it was just, certain families isu vana Hungwe taitova masvikiro for life. Unongozvagonga wasvikiro muchingodla muchingova madzimambo kunana Great Zimbabwe kozo vana Hungwe tisitaitwa neshiri yari paipa tichingodla for life. Do you understand that part? And then kwaiva vanachi vaitonga vari madzimambo ivo mwachidii. And then these guys, they become, eternal kings. Vana vavo vanongosvagwa vachingo-occupy these positions. Vana vavo zvakufana chero China yamuri kunzwai. Kune chinhu chinonzi ma-princelings in China. Xi Jinping, president wekuchina, unotori mwana we-a high official anga ari mu-communist party yekuchina. So once you realize that, you realize kuti it's a dynasty inenge ichingopiwa a name rekungoti vanongozvipa mazita ari bo, but it's a dynasty inenge izama kucreatwa. But the problem manje ndeyekuti ma-dynasties aiexista kudhara for certain reasons. Right now, kana ukatarisa munyika pasi rino nzvimbo dzichine ma-dynasties is because nyika idzodzo hadzina kumbogara dzatesta democracy. Do you understand? But Zimbabwe, under the disguise yekunzi democracy, maybe yanga isiri democracy for real, of course, but that disguise entrenched democracy in Zimbabweans. They know what democracy is. Do you understand? They know what democracy is because ndo yamaizama kutengesa under ZANU-PF. Nana Mugabe paipa chitoma votes kuma 2008 mpesa pachirohwa vanhu pachipera chita say, but that it's because people know exactly what democracy is. That's why they were voting the other way. So zvokuzoti mutava muna 2026 vana Ziyambi mofunga kuti that can happen, kuti Mnangagwa might remain the king, might remain the president, and then muchingochinjana muchivoterana kuparliament kuyaka, and then everybody variko kuyaka ozowana chiposition and stuff. Yeah, rambai muchirota. MaZimbabweans ari kukuona, rambai muchirota. So Zimbabwe gaitite come to an end of this video. So garai panapa pa Zim State Watch. Sizamuri kugonzwa zita Zim State Watch.